Mr. Chairman, yeah, mate, look, I've been thinking about the affiliate proposals that you suggested, and, yeah, I think Greece is the most attractive option. Yeah, no, it has a lot to offer us, I think. No, I'm not at the beach. I'm inspecting facilities like you told me to. Apology accepted. Alright, so, well, I'm going to head off to Spain for the Europa League tie. Yeah, no, I can't wait to get back to Sheffield. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 6, Episode 10 here at Sheffield Wednesday as we look to lead the team to Champions League glory. And today we have a doubleheader against Getafe. We are going in the Europa League second round. We'll do both legs. We'll skip over the Arsenal game in the middle and I'll show you the highlights. But the news since last episode, not much has happened. We've sort of come straight back midweek after the Liverpool game last episode. But we have got ourselves a affiliate club. Atromitos, I think you would pronounce it. It's one where, where do we have a look at we'll have a look at what it is in a second, but what I like about them is exceptional academy coaching, good youth recruitment, so we should be able to get some youngsters. It's one of those link-ups that should see us get the, be able to get some youngsters in. So they're a top-flight team. It should be good for us. Who's here? We will see us have first option on their players. In practice, it means if somebody bids in, we can have it, we get offered a chance to bid for them as well. 55 grand a year. We can send them there on loan as well, which is a good option for us. But yeah, so they're going to be our affiliate team. And who's their key player? Anybody you want to take? 26-year-old goalkeeper? Not really. But anyway, you never know. You can never have too many. It's going to obviously boost up our revenues in Greece and all that kind of stuff that having affiliate clubs does. But that is basically the news since last episode, the 4 days in game since last episode. But as I said, we are playing Getafe today. If we just go and have a quick look at them, we can see here they're only 15th in La Liga. So that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm always a little bit nervous playing teams from the big leagues, just in case, a little bit like us, they happen to have sort of that golden generation of youngsters coming through. But this would suggest that we don't have too much to worry about, I would imagine. So let's get the first leg underway. We are away from home in this first leg. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And this is a team we're sending out. We are going with the Euro squad. Though for this first leg, just to be safe, I'm going to stick Bev Quar in goal, just in case, and then we'll look to get Turpy in for the second leg when there's away goals, and it probably makes more sense to play him in this one, but I just want to be a little bit cautious here for this first leg. So it'll be Timon, Murillo, Basia and Del Prato as the back four, McQuaid in behind, Augusto and Clarkson in midfield, Edwards and Diangana are back down the wings, Giordano goes up top. We have some big hitters on the bench if we need them. Eduardo, Samare, Jabing and Razzini. So we have the troops if we need them. But I'm very hopeful here that we won't need them and this will be more than good enough. So we can see the team sheet. Jason has got to be one of the great Brazilian names, doesn't it? That is amazing. Alright. What do we say to this? Just play your natural game. I think I can get on board with that. We'll point the finger, say we have faith in them. And, I mean, we really, hopefully, will take a chance here to get some away goals. And, maybe all but put this tie to bed, get ourselves into the quarterfinals. But, I mean, they're here for a reason. They're obviously not a terrible side. So we've got to respect them. That's what managers say, isn't it? And hopefully really run up a nice score on them here. While we're waiting for the end underway, actually, it is first call for Viewers Player of the Year nominations. We're into March, which means we need to start thinking about that. So let me know, comments, Discord, whoever you want to do it. Who do you think has been our best player or your favourite player this season? And we'll look to start to get that nominations list together. We've had a lot of good players this season, so I'm really curious to see who you guys have thought has been our best. And or your favourites. Doesn't have to be the best. Cult heroes are very rarely the best, are they? Giordano with a chance. Giordano can't quite direct that shot on target, but promising signs nonetheless. The one slight issue we have with the European team, in quotations, is that they're not all the most match sharp. Just because obviously it's a decent ball. I didn't even see that pass. And Edwards and Clarkson linking up, and I think it hit the post. Highlight continues though. McQuaid, nice ball back there to Del Prato. Can he pull one back across goal? It's cleared away and we should have an attacking throw, but we're just starting to click into gear, it looks like. We'll give them another, although they've had more shots than we have, though we've had the highlights. We've got another highlight here. McQuaid, can he win it back? Not quite, but oh, it's outside the box, surely. I think McQuaid maybe was a little bit aggressive, but I'm almost positive that was outside the box. It was outside the box. I really wish the commentary would match up or even come slightly after the VAR decision. Anyway, that's just a little Aussie villain quirk. Can we get that away? Oh, it's off the post, was it? Over the bar anyway. And, well, that's a first sign perhaps of nervousness we've had. Edwards in the penalty area. Back to Del Prato. Can he get a cross in? He goes back to Edwards. Turns, shoots. Oh, it's gone in off somebody. Was he offside? Clarkson, I think it was. It was Clarkson, but I think... No, Giordano's the one that's offside. Well, that shouldn't matter. It is disallowed. It went in off Clarkson. Oh, that is... I'm not quite sure who's offside there. It wasn't over here, was it? Anyway, poor goal kick. Edwards, first time pass for Giordano, for Diangana. Haven't seen much of him yet. Giordano again. Nice ball for Clarkson. Leighton Clarkson can't find the back of the net. Well, we're looking okay, but we've not really... We haven't had a shot on target yet. Diangana with a corner. Decent. It's a good one. Diangana is there. No, what's his name? Giordano. Too many... too many multiple-syllable names for poor Aussie villain to pronounce. Either way, no, it was Giordano. It was Diangana with the corner. Those two can never play in the same team again. It's a wonderful header from Giordano. It's 1-0. It's an away goal just before half-time. And, well, I think we've just about deserved that on the balance of play there. Excellent stuff. We will, what will we say? We will pump our fists, say, you're capable of better, boys. We'll point the finger. Ideally, we'd like a bigger lead than 1-0, but we obviously will take a lead home with us, won't we? And like I say, you know, a lot of these guys, I mean, Edwards, particularly Diangana as well, to a certain point, they haven't played as much recently because we just haven't been playing in Europe. Here we go with Diangana. Edwards is with him. We've got players getting forward through the middle as well. Can Diangana find a cross? It's blocked away. And are we going to go back the other way now? Oh, almost turned into trouble there. We're putting some decent pressure on them here. They do find a way out. We should win that. Murillo to Augusto. Augusto goes forward. Over the top for Giordano. Can he find a second finish? No, our finishing has not been good, has it? We need the shorter studs on our boots, I think. Looks like we keep kicking the grass. Let's give them some praise. Do we want to make changes here? We're not getting the greatest game out of Edwards. Clarkson's not playing particularly well either. The problem we have, of course, is that the players on the bench, ideally, for the most part, we want them fresh for the Arsenal game. We're relatively, speaking, in control of it, but if they get a goal back... I mean, again, we've got the away goal, so that is something. I'm wondering if McQuaid on a booking is maybe someone to take off. That's a nice little pass, and they've equalised. Okay, so we will take McQuaid off on a booking, not having his best game. We can bring Ross McCrory on for him. He's not necessarily going to play against Arsenal anyway. He's just sort of forever on the bench. It's a good finish. 1-1 is not exactly the scoreline that I had in mind for this. Let's see what happens in this highlight. Time on, throw. Diangana flick on. Giordano's there. And just over the bar. Maybe we need to give them another calm down. We haven't looked good in front of goal for this one, have we? I wonder if we just try lowering our tempo down a little bit. And see if that works for us. Yeah, it's been a strange one. In stoppage time, can we get a late winner? Giordano, it's there for Timon, for Augusto. Nice ball through, it's tackled away. And Murillo does not get to it cleanly. Timon with a wonderful tackle. And Bevacqua will pick up the loose ball. But Timon has done brilliantly there. On a booking as well, he was risking everything. Ball over the top. We haven't seen anything from Diangana, really, have we? I mean, he took the corner that we scored from, but, I mean, that's not really open play. Well, it's not open play. Augusto, Giordano's in the middle. Can we find this late second goal? No. It's cleared away. Murillo picks that up. Murillo over the top. It's there. It's Edwards. Edwards' shot is on target, but relatively simple for the keeper, and still we continue. Time on down for Diangana. I tell you what, we look better with the lower tempo, don't we? Giordano, he's got players in front of him. It's a poor pass, though. Del Prato, what's happened there? Is it going to be our throw? It is. There's about 30 seconds left to play here. Let's see. Poor throw. Clarkson. It should just be a booking. At this point in the game, a red card isn't going to make too much of a difference anyway, but it is just a yellow. And we're over the allotted stoppage time. It looks as though it's going to be 1-1 heading back to Hillsborough. Now, of course, that puts us in a little bit of an awkward situation now in terms of team selection. We might need to go with a much stronger team, although I do think we were the better team in that one. We just couldn't find the back of the net. Are we happy with that? I don't think I am. I mean, the match... I'll begrudgingly say I'm happy for confidence. So there we go, we can see all the other first leg scores. Lille absolutely smacking Valencia. Otherwise, it's very... and AC Milan have put one over on AZ Alkmaar. But otherwise, all those ties are still very, very much to play for. And Super Sub rescues them. McQuaid will miss out the second leg with a suspension. So that's a disappointment. Guys, wait right there. We'll play through the Arsenal game and then we'll face them again at Hillsborough. Okay, welcome back. We're about to face Getafe at Hillsborough. We have a little bit of bad news ahead of the game, and that is that Jabing is out. You can see there for about a month, or up to a month. So it's going to be a big loss. He did get injured in the Arsenal game, so we'll go and have a look and see if it was... if it was worth it, I suppose, if we got the 3 points. But we are going to be without Jabing for the foreseeable future. Let's go catch up on that Arsenal game. The only goal came midway through the first half when Belyasov rounded off some stunning football. So there we go, we did essentially dominate and control the game. It was a very, very comfortable 1-0. The only downside really was Jabing's injury. The highlight does not do justice to that goal we scored. It was... we had possession for ages, and I just loved... You could see Belyasov make the run, but way 3 or 4 passes before the goal, before the actual assist pass came. Absolutely loved that. It was like Barcelona at its pomp, and as I'm sure you've picked up, my Football Manager goal is just to recreate Guardiola's Barcelona. So yeah, really, really happy with that. And a quick look at what it all means for the league table. And Chelsea beat Liverpool, which means we now have a 9-point gap between ourselves and Liverpool with 8 games to play. It's looking very, very much as though we will be back in the Champions League next season. We're going to qualify through the league. You can see we're only 2 points off of City for second. But ultimately, whether we come second or fourth, it doesn't really matter. We'll be in the Champions League group stage either way. But right now, we are worried about getting in there as a top seed by beating Getafe. Now, we are expecting them to play the same way as they did against us in the first leg. We have the away goal, but we're not taking any risks here. We are going very much with the strongest team available to us. So it's Bevquar in goal, MB and Rivas as the back two, Martinez and Belyasov down the wings, Cook in behind Samare and Eduardo. Marcus Edwards is going to come in and play the number 10 role for us. One thing I do want from him, though, is not necessarily to be a playmaker. I want him to be an attacking midfielder, and I want him to be dribbling a lot, because we know that he can dribble. So that's what we want him to do, basically. It's going to be Razzini as the complete forward, Giordano as the advanced forward. Brummer did play against Arsenal, made his comeback. You can see, I mean, it was his first game in a long time. He had a broken something, didn't he? But anyway, he's not quite... We're not going to get 90 minutes out of him here. Petkovic is not really back yet either, though he is close. So that's why we've gone with Giordano and Razzini up top. Alright, Jason's playing for them again, which is great to see, but more or less there's a lot of familiar names there. Pachi, I think, is a new one, isn't he? But let's go out there and hopefully get the job done here. Pick up where you left off. I don't know what to say to this. Just relax. Just relax, I think, boys. There's no need to get... Let's try pumping our fists. We have the away goal. We just need to make sure that we don't lose on the night. And you'd like to think we can manage that. But of course... You know, you never know. You never know. I think in the league, I'm probably going to look to use Arentes as the number 10. He is the young prospect in that position, but obviously, well, not obviously, but he's not registered in the European squad, which is why we can't use him in this one. The other option, of course, is just not to play in number 10. But, I mean, Brummer could maybe play there as well. So we'll have to play around with it. It's obviously not ideal, but we'll just kind of see. I mean, there's like the Edwards, Clarkson, Augusto could probably move forward. Marcus Edwards, he's going on a nice run. That's a penalty, isn't it, ref? Jason's brought him down, and it looked a penalty. It's a penalty or a dive, but the tackle looked like it came in more or less from behind. And are we going to get a penalty? It looks as though we are. There it is. All right, Razzini to take. Can we take a lead on the night? Come on, Walter. Only a minute and a half in. This would be a wonderful start to the game. Walter Razzini. Oh, that was wonderful. Goalkeeper didn't even move. 18th of the season for Razzini. We're 2-1 up on aggregate, 1-0 up on the night. And, well, that's just a wonderful start to the game. Doesn't change too much, really, because obviously if they score, that's going to mess things up for us. But, you know, we would have been going through anyway, even if we hadn't scored. The key is very much keeping a clean sheet and or getting a second goal. And maybe a third, fourth and fifth, just to make sure we can enjoy the second half a little bit more. Yeah, we have Watford coming up next in the league. Giordano's done really well there. And then we have an international break. Now, given the sort of the situation with the league table, with the gap we have to Liverpool, I thought it was more important to play the strongest team in this one, just not take any chances. We may lose anyway, but I didn't want to go down. Oh, we're not going to lose with Razzini in this form. He's got 2 goals in 6 minutes. A 19th of the season now for him. And, well, that might just about be that. Yeah, I didn't want to go down with anything less than our strongest team, given that we could afford to put out the European squad, quote-unquote, against Watford. And if we lose that game, worst case scenario, we're still 6 points ahead of Liverpool. So that's the decision I've made, and it looks as though it was paying off on this front, in that it looks as though this is going to be a nice little win for us. And, well, if we can take the win off Watford as well, then all the better for it. Everyone goes away on international duty, and then we can come back and start again. Martinez, Eduardo missed the Arsenal game. He had a little bit of a muscular knock. Oh, Belyasov just couldn't quite combine with Giordano there. He gets another chance at it, though. Can he get down the outside? No, he's given it away. But, well, they're just giving it straight back to us right now, aren't they? So, yeah, Eduardo is fresh for this, and he should be fresh to go for Watford as well. Martinez again to Edwards this time, and Marcus Edwards can't find the finish. Some of my thought process behind playing Edwards in this one as well is that he's not match sharp, and he's not particularly happy at the club just now. Part of that is because he doesn't feel like he's good enough to merit a first-team spot, and part of that is because he's not playing in the first team. It's a nice little flick on header, and Giordano has drawn a very, very good save from their goalkeeper. So yeah, by playing Marcus Edwards, A, we're giving him some game time and match sharpness, and B, hopefully it'll start to make him realise that he is still somewhat, and Giordano again just over the bar. A valued member of the squad for now, till we get to the summer, and we might look to replace him anyway, but he's definitely a useful player. I think the issue we might begin to run into with, well, not just with him, but with a few, I'm thinking sort of Leighton Clarkson as well, is also the guys that featured in the European squad this season, is that they're not going to be necessarily good enough for the Champions League, which would then mean having to play them in a league game, and that is almost an own goal, was it? No, it was a goal kick. Very, very lucky. So yeah, we're going to have the squad players are going to have to be a little bit more, perhaps, better. Because we saw that, you know, last time we were in the Champions League, not only did we struggle horribly in Europe, we really struggled in the league as well, even though we maybe didn't, you know, we weren't really ever in relegation trouble, and we ended up, you know, getting fifth or sixth in the league, but we really did struggle in the league until we were out of Europe. So we've just got to be a little bit better prepared for that this season. Now, I think we will be, just because the young players that we signed for the Champions League are going to be that sort of year older. There's a stunning pass. Giordano finds the back of the net. I was wondering if he was just offside, but he stayed on. It's 3-0. It's not half-time yet. And that pass from Samare was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer. We're going to have to just really look to strengthen. That's a really good pass, isn't it? Good run as well, and a cracking finish. Yeah, so the likes of Edwards, the likes of maybe Leighton Clarkson, though he's only just on. I do really like Leighton Clarkson. He's a very good player for us. We've just got to have to sort of think, are these guys good enough to play in the Premier League for us? Against mid-table and up opposition. Oh, it's another ball in. It's another Giordano goal. Both he and Razzini are now on hat tricks. It's a 10th for Giordano. He's starting to look the business, isn't he? 2 goals in, I think, as many minutes there for him now. And was it Eduardo with the cross in? I missed who it was. No, yes, it was Eduardo. He's done well. No, it was Martinez. And Giordano just not getting picked up. And, well, this is very nice now, isn't it? This is kind of what I was hoping for when we played them in the first leg, given where they are in La Liga. But, we went to Spain, we got ourselves an away goal, we got a draw, and we've come home and we've made this look quite comfortable, haven't we? What we might look to do in this second half is switch out to wingers. We can take Razzini off. Hopefully he'll get himself a hat-trick here. Razzini, oh, he does. There we go. He must have heard me. In first half stoppage time, he gets number 20 of the season. He seals his hat-trick. We can now take him off guilt-free. We'll go to wingers. Diangana can come on. And we'll have a look, and we'll just maybe rest a few of these first-team guys. We might take Cook off. I think we have McCrory on the bench. So we can start and wind this down. 5-0. It's been an absolute dominant second leg performance from us. That's not the best. Get away with it though. And that should be half time. There we go. Well, what a half of football from Sheffield Wednesday that was. Ran right late on in the half there. Alright, so maybe let's try an outstretched arms. Keep it going, lads. And we will make those changes. So what I might do is edit this out and I'll come back and show you what we've done. Okay, so we've made the 2 subs. We have switched over to wingers. We've messed that up though. It's got to be like that. So Diangana's come on for Razzini. We've taken Cook off and brought McCrory on, and everybody else is the same there. I wonder. No, that's fine. So they're the changes that we've made, and I almost took off Belyasov for Taimon on the bench. But I figured we'll leave that for now, just to keep a sub up our sleeve to make sure we don't find ourselves with 10 men, or in case someone gets a knock, things like that. Here we go with Diangana. Can he add to his Europa League goal tally? Can he get to that? Bit of a mistake there from the defender. Giordano has it. Giordano, he goes down. He's on a hat-trick. It's not a penalty. Ball forward, and B wins that. And I think what we've maybe learnt from this, well, Getafe is not a very good away side, and Diangana has rattled the crossbar, and I think he was offside anyway. Getafe is not a very good away team, but also I think that our first team is quite good when it comes to playing in Europe. Now, the draw for the quarterfinal has already taken place, I believe, but I can't remember who it is. I didn't really look, to be honest, because I didn't really matter until we got through. Samare is looking a little tired. We could bring Clarkson on for him. He's fine. Belyasov and McCrory have bookings. Again, that's all fine. It's the typical, isn't it, second half snooze fest. You wonder if the Diangana shot had gone in or if he'd been onside and then would have gone in. But second half rolls by. It's a hat-trick from Razzini. It's a double from Giordano. And it's a very, very comfortable afternoon or evening's work at Hillsborough. So there we go, 6-1 it was in the end. Milan, well, they absolutely ravaged AZ Alkmaar, didn't they? Hertha Berlin with a comeback over Lazio, and Bayern Munich have gone through against Rangers, as you would expect, I think. So Sheffield Wednesday triumph over Getafe in the second leg. We have £1 million in the bank, which is nice. Inspirational Razzini. Brilliant. Absolutely love your work, mate. And, well, before we end the episode, let's find out who it is we're playing in the quarterfinals. So it is a tough one. We are playing Juventus in the quarterfinals. These are the whole draws. Celtic, Aston Villa, Lille will play Milan, Hertha Berlin will play Munich. That's not a bad little lineup there, is it? Juventus's squad. I'm assuming Ronaldo is no longer around. We've got a couple. Sandro. Oh, it's a reunion with Tonali. Well, there we go. Sandro. Dybala is still there, but yeah, no Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Tonali's going to come back to Hillsborough. We weren't good enough for him. Well, I think he left under a release fee, didn't he? Anyway, he left us. He didn't think we were good enough, and now we get a chance to send him out of Europe. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Imagine having Tonali in this team. Guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back next time. Juventus will feature. What we might do is come back for... Do we just do a double header again? Maybe we'll just do that. We'll come back. We'll do Juventus home and away. There's not really much in terms of league there. And to be honest, unless something starts to go horribly wrong, the top four should be relatively straightforward. You can look at our run in. It gets a little bit tough at the end with Man United and Chelsea, but otherwise it's teams that are sort of in that lower part of the table. So I think we're more chance of getting second, than we are fifth, which is a nice thing to say. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.